This is by far my favorite YouTube lens. This is the Lumix 24mm f1.8 for L mount cameras. Now, the reason I love this lens so much is not only the size and the weight, but how versatile this lens really is. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys all the advantages that a prime lens, specifically for YouTube, can have for your setups. Now, this lens does come around $800, but honestly, it's really worth the price. Not only is this an f1.8 with a 67mm thread, and it's the same weight and size to all the other prime lenses from Lumix, which is great for balancing on gimbals, but this is the perfect wide angle YouTube lens. Now, the reason I love this lens specifically, obviously the size, the weight, how small it is a huge advantage. So if you are traveling or doing anything like that and you want some type of YouTube talking head and get a lot of bokeh in the background, an f1.8 will definitely do that. Now, I have been using and utilizing the Lumix 24-70 f2.8, but that one stop of an aperture makes a absolute huge difference. Also, to give you an idea, my 300 watt light is only at 9%. This lens lets so much light in that I don't need extremely powerful lights to make this setup look this good. So that's why an entire stop can make a huge difference when you're in small scenarios like this and you want the background to be as blurry as possible and have as much bokeh as possible. That is where this difference can come really in. Now, the reason I would suggest getting the 24mm lens specifically for YouTube setups is this the best probably wide angle lens without it being too wide. They do have the 18mm, which is perfect for landscapes, real estate, and stuff like that. However, if you're doing a YouTube talking head, you don't want to be way too distorted and you don't want to be way too wide. But in a scenario or a setup like this, my office space is only 4 feet by 4 feet. My desk takes up 2 of that feet. So there is not a ton of room from me and my background, meaning that there's not going to be a ton of blur, not a ton of bokeh, or a ton of fall off to that background. So I need a wide angle lens that lets a lot of light in and that's able to allow me to have as much bokeh as possible to make the image nice and blurry in the background. Now, it might make more sense to buy just a 24-70 f2.8 for an L mount camera if you already own an L mount camera. However, if you want to save money and you're looking to buy the S5 II or 2X right now, every now and then B&H has a build a bundle button option available. And when you push this button, magic tends to happen. So when I hopped onto the website today, I was able to build a bundle and get this lens for $400 cheaper than actually it costs. So building a bundle on B&H photo and video, every now and then it's there. And when it is, you need to really take advantage of it. So I built a bundle with the S5 IIX and I put the 24mm, the 35mm, and the 50mm in my entire kit. The entire price of everything with the camera, 3 prime lenses, came out to be $2,500 on B&H, which is crazy. $2,500 for the S5 IIX, the 24mm, the 35mm, and a 50mm for building a bundle. So on the 24mm, it was $418 instead of $718. For the 35mm, it was $238 instead of $538. And get this, the 50mm was $13 instead of $313. Now, if you're looking to buy the S5 II or S5 IIX and you have a build a bundle option, I would highly recommend do that and be able to get yourself a bunch of different prime lenses at the same time and save yourself a ton of money. Now, this option isn't available all the time. Now, specifically, if you're looking just to buy this lens, I would say it's definitely worth it. An A+. This is a huge difference from an f2.8 if you already own a 24-70, and it's an absolute beast of a YouTube lens. This is my go-to YouTube lens that I use on anything I film for YouTube. This is typically my lens I use for all my talking heads. However, if you are looking for an in between a 24 and a 50, I reviewed the Lumix 35mm f1.8 right here. And then YouTube recommends you might like this video right here. Until next week, guys, peace.